Hallelujah, Bashim, Shashim, Kakudash. The Malanas to the apostles and elders of great wisdom that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers and the four corners of this earth, pushing this will and truth. Also in sincerity and by the man to the again with another video. You know, just thinking about it. Chastisement of the Lord. You know, when you think about His early mercy shining, you know, the trials that we go through on a daily basis, that test we faith, patience, everything, so to speak, you know. That's why we get straight to it about the 2 Timothy 2 and verse 3. It says, "Thou therefore in your hardness, as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach." Right? It says to endure, meaning to have patience. With patience means to suffer in silence. Right? Take your beating, take your suffering. Right? Thou therefore take your suffering as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. You know, you just have holy faith. Right? And this is really why Ecclesiasticus 2:1 it says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in a time of trouble." Yeah. And you feel like, you know, it had no more you could go. You could always go more for the Lord. Look at what He did for us. You know? And we ought to be like Him. Right, verse 3 it says, "Cleave unto Him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of what? Adversity." Not convenience, not nice things, not comfortability, not availability, but what? In the furnace of adversity, the furnace of tribulation, the furnace of trials, you know, when things are not going the way they're supposed to. Right? That is how what acceptable men to the Lord is tried in the face of adversity. Right? Gold is tried in fire to do what? To refine it, to bring out a true beauty, to make it worth something, to make it worthy of something, some value, some merit. Same thing with the acceptable men, and that is what that precept they mean. They will be tried in the furnace of adversity and shown to be tried and true, and the ones that are not will melt under the heat. They'll be burnt up to a crisp. Alright? We'll go to the book of Hebrews. Hebrews 12:5 it says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. Right? My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked. Could I just read, make no use in time of trouble? Yeah. Don't faint when thou art rebuked. Don't faint in hard times. Don't faint when, you know what I mean, you're being corrected, so on and so forth. This is all for your betterment. Right? It says, "For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom he receive." So you know when you're facing your trials and your battles, hey, there is Lord, you have been found worthy, you have merit your name. Alright? Verse 7, "If ye endure chastening, power dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not yet?" Think about it. If you have a child, or so like if you know somebody with a child and they do correct the child, just let the child run about, do what they want, sleep when they want, bathe, eat when they want, do whatever they want. You would say that person doesn't care about our child well-being because they're not training the child up what in the right way, in the right manner, the way they should grow to be what better individuals, right? You would want the best for your son or your child. That way you will teach them the right thing. You'll correct them when they are wrong, and that is what the precept saying. It says, "If ye endure the chastening, if you endure chastening, power deal with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the father chastiseth not?" Yeah. The father don't chastise his not son, he don't correct you, so he don't care about you. That's basically what it reads. Verse 8, "But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons." Right? If you be without the trials and tribulations that the man of the Lord does face, is a bastard by the line of your father, the line of your Lord. That name is not for you to call. Right? Because the Lord has chastised and make sure the men he called to his purpose are worthy. You understand? Men willing and prepared to suffer in what silence because the time is at hand that the proverbial shit is about to hit the literal fan, and I say that the way I say it because the things he was preaching years ago come into fruition, and the hour temptation is right on us. Not even on the corner, it's right on we heels, on we ankle, nipping at we ankles, as they say. Right? The hour temptation that nobody shall escape is here. Right? And as such, times will get hard, times will get uncomfortable, inconvenient, so on and so forth. And if you haven't been tried in the furnace of adversity, eh, you're unprepared. You will wither away, you will falter. You will trust in Egypt rather than the Lord. You will think the Lord forsake you in the adversity, which is wrong. All right, and go to the book of James. Let's look, yeah. James 1, and I'll start from 2. "My brother, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations." So the scripture, count it all, count everything joy when you fall into what? Diverse temptations. Because the Lord will make a way to see you out of it. Count it all joy. That is how you show for a fact, hey, the Lord dealing with me by look at what I'm going through. The Lord is dealing with me, and you find solace and strength in that fact. Verse 3, "Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh what? Patience. But let patience have a perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing, right? Wanting nothing. You'll be made what? Perfect and entire and whole. They won't want anything more than wisdom and knowledge, understanding from the Lord. As you already know, everything comes from the Lord, you know. So at the same time, the chastisement is making sure that you're worthy to basically, you want to make sure you could handle it when that time comes. That is all. And that is the love the Lord has for us, prepping us accordingly to suit, you know, prepping we in accordance with the prophecies that you already say, hey, go and do this, go there and accomplish this. See, these men, don't interfere with these men because they've been through the furnace and they know what adversity is. All right? Let me get my final precepts here. This is Philippians 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, Salakia, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, for it is power which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Is the Lord that thine way, nobody else. Alright? Do all things without murmurings and disputings. That what? That ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of power, without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, whom ye shine as lights in the world. We shine as lights to these folks because they did them the dark, the doomed. Right? We are the light unto them. Yeah, there's basically it. Without a chastisement, right? How you would be made blameless or harmless, right? Or would you be without rebuke, without that tribulation? You might get puffed up, you might get proud. That brother can't tell you, yeah, he was off on this, whatever. That brother can't correct you. He's pushing away. The brothers are wrong here. But it's man of the Lord, so they genuinely care for you. You know? So yeah, that was just the message in this video. You know what I mean? Chastisement is love. In a nutshell, right? You know, but it was insightful. It was food for thought. To the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem Kakodash. Until next time, Shalom.